This is a special report from The Wrestling Source, the exclusive YouTube show of WrestlingNewsSource.com. My name's David with somewhat breaking news. On Monday night, he did it. Mike the Miz cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase and took the WWE Championship from Randy Orton. What's the good part? What's the bad part? And what do you think? Let's get started. Well, after months of speculation and a lot of guesswork on internet wrestling commentators like myself, on Monday night, The Miz finally did it and cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase he had won months ago and defeated Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Now, like in other Money in the Bank matches previously, this did take place after another scheduled match between Randy Orton and Wade Barrett, which Randy Orton did win, but suffered an injury to his right leg during the match that John Cena did get involved with, even though he was presumably fired at Survivor Series. Once Orton won the match and he got declared the victor, Miz came out, declared that he was going to cash in his briefcase at that point and put on what was probably the longest Money in the Bank match since Rob Van Dam cashed his in almost 4 years ago now. It was brief, but psychologically played. It wasn't the squash that we're used to seeing when somebody takes an opportunity to cash in their Money in the Bank Money in the Bank contract. It did go a few minutes. It saw Miz trying to take advantage of that injured leg and go after it. But Randy did get the upper hand briefly, went for his finisher, and The Miz reversed it into the skull-crushing finale and led to the pin, which led to him being declared the WWE Champion. Now, is this a good thing? Definitely. It is definitely a good thing for the WWE Championship. It mixes things up a lot. It creates controversy up at the top echelon. And I think they really need to start working on some new angles up there, because if you look back on the last 12 WWE title changes, 9 or 10 of them have involved either John Cena or Randy Orton. They've been trading the title back and forth with, Sheamus peppered in between and in and amongst. But it's basically been Randy and John for a good long while, so it's good to see The Miz up top. I think this can continue the angle with Wade Barrett and the Nexus. I think it creates heat between him and Randy Orton. I'd like to see some heat between The Miz and John Morrison again, with maybe John Morrison getting a run with the title. I think he's got the charisma, and I think he's got the stuff to make it happen. So overall, I think it's good. It's going to mix things up top. It's going to create good tension going into the Rumble and to WrestleMania, and I think it's something that Miz is definitely going to have a lot of fun with, pissing off the fans and getting us involved and getting us either cheering him or booing him, however we see fit. Is it a bad thing? Yeah, the timing was awful. This was a very, very WCW move on the part of WWE, if you forgive me for the comparison. But why did you give this match away for free the night after a pay-per-view? Yes, a lot of people, myself included, were predicting that in one of these title matches at the pay-per-view, Wade Barrett was finally going to win, but not be in decent shape, which was going to lead to The Miz cashing in his briefcase and winning the title off of an injured Wade Barrett. Now, while this does set Miz up a little better as not so much of an opportunist, but a guy who applied his skill and applied his psychology and got the deed done, but still, you could have done this on pay-per-view. I mean, we did a report a few weeks back on how the WWE can improve its business model, and we said we need to make the pay-per-views different from our regular Monday night TV shows. That's what did in WCW, giving away the important stuff for free rather than giving people an incentive to go out and buy a pay-per-view, so that, in the hopes that they may see something that they don't normally see on Monday night. And they gave this big moment for The Miz and for the WWE and for the title. They gave it away for free on Monday night. That's my only real problem with it. I'm excited to see what Miz is going to do with the title, but Vince, WWE, this is why your business is in trouble. Hopefully, with a new guy on top, everybody can start making some more money again, and we'll see good things from The Miz and from the WWE overall in the future. Well, as usual, we want to hear your thoughts on this big piece of news. Do you think it's a good thing for The Miz to be carrying the strap for the WWE on Raw? What do you think are some of the detriments? Do you think it's a bad thing overall? What are your thoughts in general on how the WWE's product is going, and especially in the light of them giving away a big title match like this for free on Monday night? We always want to hear from you. You can leave your comments right here on the YouTube screen. You can also get in touch with us on the internet at WrestlingNewsSource.com. Find us on Twitter at WrestlingNewsHQ or on Facebook at Wrestling News. Once again, this was David with a special report from The Wrestling Source, the exclusive YouTube show of WrestlingNewsSource.com. See you on Saturday for our regularly scheduled show.